What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Check out my new haircut. I had to get to fix the problem, so kind of shaved on the side of this side. But anyways, welcome back to my channel. I start with this light here. That's the sun out there. I can't get rid of it, unfortunately. I'm streaming more Final Fantasy 14 Buried Memory 6.2 patch. I'll be continuing where I left off in the void. Let's see. We have Zero has fallen unconscious. And we're continuing where we left off. So hold on, let me try to do something about that glare. The window fell out. Glass. Alright, but the glare's gone. It was fixed. Part of the window glass fell off, and this window's a piece of crap. It's an old house, so the window broke. But we got it covered up, so we have no more glare, so we're good. So, without further delay, let's get straight on the game. Straight into the game, and don't forget to click my panels down below to check out my other socials, including my Twitter. Thank you. Here we go. Okay, so I've added a new Twitch alert for tips, for donations. It's a little, I gotta perfect it a little bit more. It's not quite there yet. So the alert stays too long on the screen. I didn't have time to correct it. Otherwise I would be starting too late. So just letting you guys know that. Apologize if it's a little weird. Looks messy, because it is. I didn't have time to perfect it on my stream elements, so that's where we're at that. So here we go. Let's talk to Varshan. Sorry, didn't do that. How long do you suppose she will remain this way? I haven't the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the ether we can have offered to share with is enough to awaken her. 'Twould be best to take her back with us to the source. There she would be guaranteed all she requires. Zero cannot give her consent, but it seems we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here defenseless. Should she later desire it, we can bring her home. Emilius, might I ask you to hold onto Barbarista's Memoria? It may yet serve a purpose. Oh, what happened to her? You have business with Zero? We have a newcomer, a former minion of Barbercia. Let her know when she wakes, will you? Barbercia's minion. Why not go find this newcomer so we can have something to tell Zero, if nothing else? Indeed. May I trouble you to join me, Emilius? With luck, we might learn something of Gobez. Quest accepted. Let's go. Gaps, you're the ones who failed with Bashir. I won't make trouble. I'll obey, so please let me stay. If you would obey, then tell me what a Gobez. There isn't much I can tell. Only the archfiends are allowed into his domain whenever it is. Whatever it is, none but they know. I see no better way to guard oneself than keeping one's location secret. How does Gobez communicate with his minions, Alfred? He has these scepters, staves, wherever they are. He uses them to talk to those far away. Not unlike link pearls, at least in function. That will be all. All thanks. My thanks for your cooperation. My thanks for you as well for warning me at the time. I'm satisfied. Let us rejoin the others and head home. Okay. I trust you understand that once we leave the 13th, we will not return until we are prepared to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? Yes. Depart. Back to Troy, then that's home. Guess we're leaving the void now. Back here, what's gonna happen, I wonder? Music is so suspenseful.
Ah, you're all safe. Thank the sisters.
A moment while I close the gate.
What's gonna happen here, I wonder? It's your problem.
There. We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some void scent slipped through.
A few did, aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important? You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
Indeed, you are right. It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
And we are glad to receive you, Vashan. Welcome home.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let us take Zero there at once.
Yeah, that's gonna get out. Void scent. Yes, and we have been expecting you. If you would follow me, I will show you to your guest chambers. That song.
Our mission took many an unexpected turn. I am relieved that we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned 12 times over, I would consult you on one last matter.
Zero.
While she appears none the worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry. Is there aught we can do to expedite her recovery? If her ether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now.
In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish ether by taking it from others, be it by trade or by force. In contrast, the source is rich in ambient ether. Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb what she needs.
I checked problems.
Then we need but wait?
I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine harnish cuisine more.
Food can certainly be arranged.
She looks like any other person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part void scent.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void scent, rendering it dominant. Thus, we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Fandaniel. Were Zero wholly void scent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her. One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
Tis no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself. Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
I wish I could pass on some of this stuff. I mean, I know I can use it later, but I don't really use the material too much. Probably should, but like, I'm trying to... I can't believe I don't have a level 90 scythe yet. I gotta work on that. The world of light and life. Never one does remain idle, your soul would tend to an errand. If I may excuse myself, I want to pay a visit to High Crucible. While the scales faction admirably, it would be prudent to have them inspected on signs of degradation. By all means, I shall do the same for this vessel. Then I'll go and meet with the soldiers, share with them what I've learned fighting Void Scent on the 13th. What of you, my friend? Have you immediate plans? Nothing in particular. In that case, I might trouble you with a small task. I wish to have food ready for Zero when she awakens. Would you be willing to go to Meridia's Marine and ask suitable refreshments? Maybe that's what it said. I couldn't read that. Excellent. In the meantime, Nadhana shall watch over Zero. She's already out. Let us each tend to our respective business for convene hunting. There's gonna be a problem. I know there is. Hoping not, but here we go. What, I guess? The subject will fight from hunger. Of course, I would be happy to help. You need only me. The last one I'm not gonna. While that might be perfect for an adventure preparing to raid a treasure vault, I fear it would be too much for someone coming out of slumber. I recommend either something gentler on the stomach, like these apples here. They come guaranteed fruitness. After once your guest feels better, she'll welcome to sample whatever she finds. Please, no crap. I don't want to deal with the drama. That's the game, whatever. Welcome, let's worry. Mrs. Nan has been taking good care of our guest. Will you be joining us now?
Light. Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here? There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
Oh, you're awake! Wonderful!
Oh.
Ah! Woo!
Oh.
What is this? Some sort of fiend? A fiend? Where is it? Where? But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door, so to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed. I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
Hmm.
I took the liberty of arranging refreshments. I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating.
This isn't what you promised. I suppose ether is ether.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
I took what I needed from it. What's the problem?
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow.
You tried it.
That's the way. So, did it taste good?
I don't know.
The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
Well, we Voidsent have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their praise ether. But I loathe the act. Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing, but diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die. And I have died, countless times.
You have? But what happens when you do?
Not much. After a while, you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you.
Amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
The question of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort. And one other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back. Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it.
I do. I have yet to find my sister. I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive.
Though if our recent experience has taught us anything, 'tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
Talking.
Better late than never. In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake. You managed to return in one piece this time. But don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
Rest assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation. Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radzet Han.
Again, a stranger in this strange land. I have a condition. You must come too.
You have my thanks.
So much feels. Gotta say, not bored by any of this. The only thing I'll be bored by is crafting. This world be brimming with ether. I feel invigorated standing here in the breeze. Glad I am to hear that. So is there any place in particular you wish to see? Perhaps where the food came from. Apple, was it? Well, wow, I don't expect I'll collapse again. It would be good to know where I can procure more and if necessary. Mayor's menu it is then. I shall introduce you to the head waitress there. Boston Zero Company, blah blah blah. Yes, I know. Sucks that they can't use teleportation to get through the crystals or anything like that. They get for them to follow me through there. Come on, Square. You can do it. Come on, UCP. Do something. Let's speed up our movement a little bit. I'll get that job. Not that job. I hope the worker game stop me. These then it's more of my expertise. So, well, not in terms of actual work experience there, but I know video games are better. I don't know. Video games are more in my interest. I just hope it doesn't really one of those experiences that ruin my time with video games. Like, I don't want to start hating video games because I work there, you know? I've heard things, tough times working there, like it's not exactly a good experience. I'm not sure if if that's all around the experience of those places, or whether that's just some isolated places that just kind of suck. Bloodbath. Up this way. Wrong way. I think that's the Great Works over there. What is it called? I don't know. That's a high crucible. Where we gotta go. This is a place the air is different here. It's speaking out of the heat. There's a texture in it. fullness, unlike there anywhere else. You smell the cooking. I believe Hansa's cuisine is quite fragrant and delicious. I hope you agree. I attempt to introduce Zero to myself, but more likely available. Huh. Welcome up. Greetings, Michelle. I may introduce you to Zero. She is an esteemed guest. That's it. You see during meals during this day. Oh yes, Meredith has told me of her. Please come to one wherever you're hungry to look after. Was here that Emilius obtained the apples. While the place cooks, it can prepare whatever you desire. It's certainly a quick and convenient food. I remember it. Who are the ones they're moving bodies about? The dancers, they move their bodies to bring pleasure to those who are watching. It's a form of entertainment. Part of culture. That may be the way of it now, but you would too must have you such a complicated diversions once. I don't remember. Well, let us move on. Okay, so they know about the voice sent. I propose a visit Alton's Bazaar with goods and whatever found. They noticed the voice sent? That was... Seems like everyone knows and everyone's like, oh, cool. But then again, when they find out the dragon was a leader and Endwalker, like, oh, we trust you anyway, so I guess a void sense not really that much of a surprise. Or perhaps the problem's gonna be here. I feel like there's gonna be some sort of issue. What are all these things? What do they do here? This is a marketplace where people buy or sell goods since its earliest days of Razatan. It serves as a trading hub. And here you'll find not only local products, but wares of distant lands. I should mention that the vendors generally only accept payment in coin or tomestones. If there's aught you desire, take care of it. So that's what tomestones are for. Vincent returned with them on occasion, but I never knew what their purpose was. They struck me as useless trinkets, but I couldn't understand the obsession with them. On that subject, there appears to be no shops in the 13th. Do you never make bargains in which possessions are exchanged? What we do, but rarely. We strike bargains when we want something done. If we desire an object, we kill whoever has it. I see. Your bargains may be linked to employment. I believe I shall bear that in mind. With that, let us continue on. I propose we head to the High Crucible at time. It's not too far. Right over here. Why, Master Virtual, how may I serve you this morning? If you're here for your vessel, I'm afraid we're still tending to it. No, there's no rest. Pray take as much time as you require, and know that I have complete faith in your work. The High Crucible is home to the finest alchemists. They are ones who created my bodies, and can provide you with them as well. Now that I think about it, you weren't at all surprised when I changed forms. Were you aware of my nature from the start? That I was a soul occupying a vessel of my own? It's hardly uncommon in our world. When given the chance, many shed their bodies to claim stronger ones. Oh, you must be the rumored guest. We've been mostly good to meet you. If you have a moment, would you care to stay for some tea? The sisters know we'd love to hear your tales. No, I've had enough food for now, and can always obtain more without the need to chatter. Now, no need to decline outright. I dare say you are tired, so let us save it for another time and return to Magaton. If all catches your eye en route, do not hesitate to say so. All the way back. This walking, it does. I like this function that the characters follow you around. But come on, they should be more than capable to use etherite crystals for teleportation around the city. Ugh. Now, if someone's in the chat that knows if they've changed that since then, thank you and tell me, please. I tested it out, but then I would have to go all the way back and start this all over again, and I don't want to do that. Tedious. So my gauge is in front of my text. Oh well. No big deal. Read it here. Cutscene time. Some sort of fruit. Pitiful things, though. I imagine you need to eat a lot to derive satisfaction. There are mulberry trees. While the fruits are indeed edible, more important are the leaves, which we feed to silkworms. Without creatures, we wouldn't have the skills to make our famous brainwaves. Furthermore, the bark of the trees are also possess medical properties. You would be hard pressed to find more useful plant. That's so. Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered any other purpose for that. Yes, Master Virtue, Amelius too. If it isn't young Marid, and that must be your sister, Joe. Yes, Your Excellency. The other children are very nice, and we'll have look after for the one other. Oh! Just the other day, Estini came to see us. Everyone was really excited. Really, Estini paid you a visit? And that as well. And your friend? Friend, you know what that is? What, you don't know? She's a visitor from a faraway land, you see, and is still unfamiliar with our language. Then we'll teach you. A friend, someone like you, play with me. Uh-oh. Play with? He just seemed to be enjoying himself when he fought you. Is that the same as thing? More or less. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Then more or less. And I'm not closer to understanding it. Why he traversed the great expanse, why he risked life and limb for you. But I waste energy dwelling on such things. I am not Xenos. I stand to gain nothing from the heart. I'm sorry I couldn't explain it. Sorry I couldn't explain as well. There's no need to apologize. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of words. Well, we had better get back to our errand. Goodbye. It was nice meeting you. That went well enough. Through Xenos, I thought I understood the ways of your world. But the more I learned of it, the more I realized how little I actually knew. It's all so strange, your behavior and your reasons. I find myself baffled every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning a bit and bit. It was the right decision to join you. Buried memory. Is this the last quest? Wonder. A gentle. It's been 51 minutes? Jeez, I thought it's been an hour. Well, it's been about an hour, but I thought it'd been longer than that. A gentle smile plays on Varshan's lips. Varshan's lips. I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding. It was no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Let's return Magaduda. 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 Blah blah blah. That's silliness, I know. And where do we go? Further in. To a place we've been before. I gotta get a better weapon. This was holding back my item level, I believe. Level 89. Everything else is 90. Wait, do I have another weapon I think I had? I know I did. Welcome back, Master Sigmund. We will be heading out to guest chambers. Yes, the guest chambers. In we go. Here we go. Around the dinner table again.
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
There's a lot of mortals.
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity. But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
I smell food.
We are all ears. Please.
Yes. Eyes. Nose. Fingers.
Long ago, light filled the world,
Feet.
and all was at peace.
Another foot. My tongue.
But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
The Ascians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They who were blessed with a singular power. The power to bind the ether of eidolons within crystals known as memoria. My mother was one such memoriate. But in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness. As was I.
And so you were born part Voidsent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed. They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call Voidsent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Jeez.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality.
This is some heavy stuff, man.
I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a Voidsent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
A lost world, you say? I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while.
Let's hear it.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. After which, some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light. Which gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew in the 13th. Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more. But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone. And old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
Right, now I'm taking out Dark Wardens.
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Voidsent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price. And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more.
Uh-oh.
I will consider this a deposit.
Likes to eat apples. Apples are delicious. I'm out of apples. I need to get more. Maybe I should go on that diet. I think about a diet I want to try. Did some Daniel Fast a while back. I want to try like a hybrid of sorts with that, with like as little meat as possible, but mostly vegetables and nuts and fruits. That. Nothing with added sugars. Water mostly. Drink. Maybe I should do that. Not sure it would help me lose weight. I also gotta portion control myself. Man, this is gonna be hard. So used to eating just stuff the way I like it, but I want to get better weight. I gotta watch it. Really take to it. Though our time in the Void was short, we managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives, and it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. The greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for your encouragement to embark upon my search anew, and your help in overcoming the challenges of Swar. Uh-oh. The voice end? Causing his minions will seek this our efforts, we can be sure. But with all at my side, I have confidence that we will succeed. That we will find and liberate our sister, and we shall return home together. Okay, let's get this. Grab this coin thing here. Change it for Gil. Yeah, is that the last of it? The last of it, I bet. Probably looks like we got a cutscene here. Meanwhile, elsewhere.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbariccia. Useless, the both of them.
It was no lie. They conspire with a Memoriad.
and their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them. In order to guarantee its success, however, I will require Cagnazzo's cooperation. Now there's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for scheming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Jeez.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Ha-ha! Some excitement for a change.
Getting up.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall. What irony that the blessed damned should set us free.
What that was about.
As I swore so long ago. The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled.
So much bad guys coming out of the woodwork. Even realms long lost to dark may find its memory rebirth spark. That was it. That's the story. Just that. Do this. What's this quest over here? Shadow pets. Pests. Try that again some other time. Hey guys, starting to end the stream here. I'm actually kind of tired today, so I should have stated at the beginning this is going to be a short stream. But we've got the story out of the way, so I'm going to do another part. Let's see, Friday. I have an appointment to take. I have to go to. I gotta go to the hospital because I gotta get something checked out that I have a problem with, and then I've got an appointment So I'm not going to be streaming early in the day, but later in the evening I'll stream a little bit more of this, and I'll try to track down the other stuff they added with the new patch. So thank you for watching. This has been DonGamer211 on Twitch. Sorry about the short stream and this short day. Thank you and have a very good night. Peace out.